Okay. Let's start with Beth. Gonna have you jump in and share who you are, how long you've been building your Mary Kay business, where you're zooming in from.
Um, hello. Hello, everybody. It's good to be here. My name is Beth Allen, and I've been doing my business since I think around 2017, maybe not really. I lost track. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'll look it up sometime.
But I got involved. It was like right after my son, it's probably around 2017 because it was right after my son, my youngest, went off to college. And then I was like, okay, what do I do now? I don't have my son to take care of. And so it was right after that. And I also got encouraged by Pat Reedy was my consultant, and she encouraged me to become a consultant. And I anyway, so around that, about that long, and not very good at it, but thank goodness for Sherry to keep, she keeps encouraging me.
Okay, we just want to be making progress. Nobody's perfect, okay? We're all human. So make progress, not aim for progress, not perfection, right, girl?
Right.
Yeah. So what's one thing that let's see. What's one thing that keeps you in Mary Kay? Why you just keep coming back and you're here.
I have to say it's because of the women, the women that are, you know, my Mary Kay sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I've had like huge lapses, um, when I do lapse, I can feel my sense of I want to get back, to being involved and around them because they're so positive and beautiful and encouraging. And
Good.
I think that's one of the things that keeps me
That's great. That's
trying.
everybody
Yeah.
be thinking that's the question of the night. Okay. So Beth, sometimes it's hard. You were on the spot. You were first tonight, but you did a great job. So
Thank
Suzanne,
you.
I don't know if you can talk. I know you're traveling and you're in and out, but I thought I'd pick you
Yeah.
next just because I don't know how much longer you'll be able to be on.
I'll be on for a while, but I'm driving home. But yes, I can talk right now. Hi, I'm Suzanne Jones, and I'm coming to you driving in a car in Oneida. I live in Oneida, and I'm coming up on my second year anniversary soon. Another
Yes,
month.
March.
Yep, another month. And what was it? What keeps me in Mary Kay? Is that what the
Yeah,
question was?
yes. I think that's it.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Couple things. I am, whether you want to believe this or not, I am a competitive person. So I always like a good competition.
Yay.
Um, and I don't mean it to anybody else, but kind of with myself, almost competition with
Right.
myself and see how far I can push myself. So I'm that type of person. That's why I go to Ren's boot camp, not because I like it, because I want to see if I can beat him. So that's why
You're better than me.
I
I
want to
know
see if I
that.
can do better than I have before. And like Beth said too, I enjoy the camaraderie of all the women and the support that each of you give. I really, really enjoy that.
That's so good. And we don't always see that in other jobs or work environments. And I like that. That's what we do. We lift each other up. We're there for each
Mhm.
other. So wonderful, wonderful. And Suzanne, let me see. I want to get, Suzanne was our queen of sales with 384 for last week. So give her a hand.
Woo!
Right.
Woo, woo,
Okay, we got to get,
woo, woo.
I just remember, okay, my pom-poms are way over there and Rachel doesn't. So Rachel, pom-poms, Erica, I
Oh
don't know
yeah, I
where,
got to send your pom poms then. Okay.
yes, and
Now I got to
Erica.
figure out where they are. Now I got to remember. I'll
Okay.
be searching tomorrow, Rachel.
Thank you. We'll get them. We'll get them. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Suzanne. Kim.
Hi, I'm Kim from Camillus, New York. I've been building my business for 4 years now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tag along with everything else that Beth and Suzanne said. It's really the sisterhood and just getting ideas and from everyone, and everybody's willing to share and help. And as you just said, Sherry, it doesn't happen in other jobs. Usually it's more of a cutthroat kind of thing, if you will.
Mhm.
So I appreciate the uplifting that I get almost every week that I attend. Makes you
Good.
feel good. Makes you feel good.
I'm so glad that you're here. I am. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. All right, let's see. Rachel, our newest masterpiece.
Hi, I'm Rachel Scala from Waco, Texas. What I really like about Mary Kay is what all of you lovely ladies have said. And then, kind of to add on to that, I have been out of the workforce for about a year and a few months after I had my son. So, this is kind of good for me to kind of get back into the flow of like attending meetings and talking to people. My social life, kind of, talking to people again, not being so awkward. Just all I know is baby talk. So,
We'll be your social life, okay?
it's very nice because it is very uplifting, and I love everything about it. Like, I love the products, I love the pink, I love how girly it is. I just love, like, I just can't like get enough of it. Like, I've been telling everybody about it, and I know people are probably to the point like, okay, Rachel, we get it, you love it. But
But that's part of it. We
Yeah.
like to share what we love. And so she got the rest of her starter kit. So she's got CC cream on now. She's got mascara on now. And so she can't wait to get her first order in. Her launch party is tonight after this. So that's pretty exciting.
Whoop whoop.
Yes, she's got a lot of support from family
yes,
too. Which
very
is
much.
really
When
good.
hamburgers are made fresh every time.
What, Suzanne?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you very much. So let's see. And Rachel wins a prize for coming the farthest tonight. I'm just looking. Besides me, everybody else is from New York. We got to get some more out of, we got to broaden our states. We do have other states who just aren't here at the moment. So let's see. Let's move on up to our senior consultants. These consultants have one or two on their team and are making 4% of whatever their team members are ordering from the company for themselves or to sell to other people or to give as gifts. So let's start with Mickey Micah.
Good evening, ladies. I'm Mickey Micah from Frankfurt, New York. I've been building my business now for 34 years.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah,
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
almost 35 in May.
Uh-huh.
And why, what keeps me here? Oh, is, they're always telling us, and we know it too, our why changes all the time. When I got in 34 years ago, the only reason I got in was for the money, to make extra money. And now, not that the money isn't nice, this is just play money for me now. But the camaraderie with all the sisterhood, as everyone else said before, but all of my customers too. They're not just customers anymore. A lot of them have been with me for 30 years. They're friends.
Mhm.
And a lot of them, when I go to deliver their product, we go to lunch. And
Nice.
it's a social event for me. Keeps me
Good.
with people. And yeah, and it doesn't matter. You can do it no matter what's happening in your life. Because
Mhm.
God only knows we all have stuff, life happens. And
Yeah.
a lot of it is very intimate to us, very personal, but that's okay. I mean, all through the things that I've gone through for the last, especially 10 years, 10, 15 years, and I still could keep my Mary Kay business going.
Mhm. Good. Yay, Mickey. And Mickey was our runner up to the Queen this week with 324 in
Yay.
sales. And so she takes good care of her customers. like all of you do, which takes good care of her customers. Oh
And
my
they
God,
take care of them and they'll take care of you.
there you go.
Yep.
So now I know why you keep doing Zumba and line dancing, because you're going out to lunch with all your customers.
Hey, it works.
Good job, girl. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're going to move on to Colleen, also a senior consultant.
Hi, I'm Colleen Barth from Wasco, New York, which is right outside of Auburn, New York, if people don't know. I've been in for almost 30 years in May, and I love the pink bubble, the positive, positiveness of it. And I really do like the wisdom of Mary Kay. I just am amazed at what a smart person she was. So I love learning that as much as I can.
That's
Exactly.
awesome.
Yes. And you'll hear people quoting Mary Kay all the time about things like, just from a training, from another person, not even Mary Kay affiliated, was talking about Mary Kay said, and he didn't quote her exactly, but basically people have a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. And so we see that invisible sign and do that, make them feel important, make them feel special, ask questions about them. And that's obviously what we do when we are talking to our customers. So that's great. Thank you, Colleen. I agree. And then our next level in the company is Star Team Builders. Star Team Builders make anywhere from 4 to 6 to 8% of what their team is ordering to sell to other people. They have 3 to 4 active on their team, and that 4, 6, or 8% depends on what the team production is. The higher the team production, the higher the percentage the recruiter will have. And so that 4, 6, or 8, or 4%, whatever, depending on your level, that comes from Mary Kay Corporate to pay you. It does not come from those team members to pay you. So the way we get ahead is pull people up the ladder with us, not step on them to get ahead. And again, that is I love that, because there are other companies that do it the other way, and that does make it even more cutthroat, where we want to help each other. So I want you to always, always, always know that I have your best interests at heart when I'm talking about, how is your business going? What are your goals for the week or the month? And because I want you to be happy with what you're doing, happy with your goals. Like Suzanne said, push yourself a little bit. Don't make your goals too easy, but I want you to get out of it what you want to get out of it, and that will make me happy. And when you do what you want to do and you push yourself and to do a little bit more to raise your goals, that's going to elevate you in the business, in our unit. That will help your profit be more. And what you do also helps our unit too. So we are a Cadillac unit. We are one of the few Cadillac units in Central New York area. And our goal is $650,000 unit club. And we have a ways to go, but it's still going to be our goal. And so everything you do helps you, which helps us. And that's how I can make big goals for us, because I know that we're all working together. Beth, where'd you
I
go,
just want to
Beth?
make a comment. I think it relates to what you're saying, Sherry, is that I always appreciated the fact that you stressed that it didn't matter, like, if you were the queen of sales. It didn't matter, like, those things didn't matter. Even if you were just, you know, uh, purchasing some things for yourself or your family, it wasn't tons of money, you're still contributing to the group.
Exactly.
And I just felt like, that kind of like takes the pressure off, right? And you can relax and, maybe look, to do something more, but you don't have to do something more, because even if you're just coming to the meetings to cheer other people on, that's contributing to the group. And
Definitely.
yeah, so I just always like appreciated that. So
Good, thank
That's
you.
it.
Because we do all have different goals, and we do have peaks and valleys in our life, which can lead to peaks and valleys in our business. And I know I never felt that pressure from my director, Maria, because I moved a lot and I didn't know anybody, and I had babies and little ones and stress and divorce and remarriage and blah, 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 life, life, life. And if Maria had be like, well, Sherry, what are you doing? Well, that's not enough, Sherry. We gotta do more. Go, 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 sell, sell. I would have been like, I wouldn't be here today. But she never did. She always was like, how are you? And that's what's most important. Each of you as the person, and first and foremost. And that's how I want all of you to be with your team. That's how I want all of you to be with your customers. And that's what Mary Kay was all about. P&L was not profit and loss. Her son, Richard Rogers, took care of that. Hers was people and love. Yes, she wanted to have a thriving, growing, successful business, but she knew her strengths and she knew her son's strengths, and they worked well together. So there is, I still want you successful. I still want you um, setting goals, meeting goals. Sometimes you meet them, sometimes you miss them. But if you can put your head on the pillow at night and say, I tried my hardest, I did my best, I did what I said I was going to do, whatever the case may be, then be happy with that. I don't hit all the goals I set for sure. So if I did, that means they weren't high enough or big enough goals. So they were too easy. But so that, I hope that makes sense to everybody. So now let's move on up. Let's move on up to team leader. There's one person we haven't talked to yet, Paulette Haran, team leader, making 9 to 13% commission on her team of 5. Take it away.
Yay. Hi.
There's our pom-poms, Mickey. I can't believe mine are so far away.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paulette Haran. I'm zooming in from Gloversville, New York, and I've been building my business for 5 years, and I'm on Team Mickey.
Yes.
So what keeps me here? I'm my own best customer, number one.
Yay.
And and I love sharing the products, making other people feel good about themselves. When they say, I don't like makeup, I'm like, you just need to try a little CC cream. It's not a big deal. I like the challenges that are brought, from our unit. And I am a horrible procrastinator. So like Suzanne, I'm competitive though. So I'm like in the last hour, waking hour, I'm always trying to strive a little bit harder just to reach out to one more customer to meet that goal. Yeah. And other things too, I just want to quickly share, whether we're on the weekly meetings or we're on going to an event or in person, everyone is positive and uplifting and always smiling. And I don't get that from my full-time job.
Exactly. Exactly. I did not have a healthy work environment as a former teacher. There were days that it was, but there were many days the last year or two that it wasn't. And that is hard. That is hard. And same with your customers. You don't want to go and just basically ick on their wow is one way to say it, where they are not going to want to work with a consultant who is a negative Nelly or whatever, and is just like complain, whether about life or Mary Kay or something, or who knows, or that's not what they want to hear, because maybe they're having an icky day and you should be that sunshine in their life. Okay, so I'm not saying be fake, but just funnel into other people the good parts, okay? Because they don't need to hear you had a flat tire or a fight with your husband or the dog threw up or the baby is sick or whatever. They don't need to hear that. They're going to want a consultant who is happy and upbeat, just like Paulette was saying. So share that part with us here and with your customers. And if there's something that you think is important for me to know that's not so happy, I know we all have life, that's okay to share that with me individually. I get it. Nobody is unicorns and rainbows 24/7. Before we go to our Trailblazer video, along those lines is Facebook. Keep your Facebook wall positive, upbeat, uplifting. I know we still have little things that we want to share that might not be so good, and that's obviously okay. And Paulette shares what she's cooking, and that's always wonderful. But again, don't be that person that's ranting on Facebook, because everybody sees it. Your customers see it, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know she was like that." So be careful what you share on Facebook. That's what I'm going to say. They still want to see their fun consultant, and that's who they're going to refer to their friends and family. That positive, upbeat, fun consultant. All right. So just keep that in mind too. So let's see. What do we got going on? Real quick, let's see if I have anything I know I save things to screen share. I just don't always know where they end up. So let's see. Okay, here we go. Tomorrow night. So first of all, tonight at a half hour after is Rachel's launch party. It's a hydrofacial session. So really anybody can come on because it's on Zoom, the same number, and watch. All right. And that's okay if you want to learn more about it. Then tomorrow is the virtual skincare class from National Sales Director Janice Trude. So she is doing this again. You can have people come on, and yes, it's Wednesday, February 26th. That is tomorrow. If they have samples, fine. If not, they can watch. But there's always a product event on a Wednesday night. Every Wednesday. I pay for that for us to be a part of it, because there are product giveaways, there are Kate Spade purse giveaways. She does a lot of stuff, and we are a part of it. So, and you will learn about the products too. But so it's for you as a consultant, it's for you to invite guests to. It's always on Zoom. There's the number down here. And I think this is in our Masterpiece group. It should be in our unit boards group. I'll repost it. And the password's MK Pink, all capital. So there's that. And then every Thursday, I don't know why this didn't come out so great. It didn't. I don't know what happened. So it's a little fuzzy. But Thursday, she always has a sharing event. It's also the same time. So it's 9 Eastern, 8 Central, same Zoom password, a different director sharing her story. They're all about 30 minutes to 40 minutes, probably closer to 40 minutes. And she's giving away 5 e-starts. So 5 of the $35 e-starts for anybody that says that they want to sign up. When they sign up by midnight of that night, she will reimburse the $35. So whether somebody signs up or not to come on and listen, it's going to make her a better customer. You get on so you can be inspired, invite your customers to be on. First, start with those that are your best customers, those who you want on your team. Just say, come on and watch. I think it's going to be fun. I don't really know this person, but I know she'll have an inspiring story. So that's that. And then next month, March 11th. So every Wednesday in March too, whatever the Wednesdays are, there's a product event for customers to come to. Only once a month on a Wednesday. It's for consultants only. I will be posting that. Every Thursday, there's always a sharing event. And then once a month on a Tuesday, we have our own unit. So those other ones, they're big. There's about 400 people on those Zooms. So that means that they are good events. They truly are. And quite often, there is somebody from corporate headquarters. Paulette.
The hydrofacial, did that say it was 7:30 tonight, or did it say 9 o'clock on the sheet?
The one tonight is 7 Central, 8 Eastern. 8 o'clock tonight, and then there's another one on Thursday.
And nothing Wednesday.
No, Wednesday is the one, the skincare class. It's the through Janice Trude.
7:30 or 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock. The Wednesday
Mhm.
ones with Janice are always 9 Eastern,
Mhm. Okay,
8 Central. Yeah.
thank you.
Yep. So this is ours. So it's a smaller group, but start inviting people. And we can get samples to them so they can do it with us, with me, together, or they can duplicate it after. We can get the samples to them after. So I'll have the look on. I always take off one eye and then put it back on and give little tips and tricks. And I want to share more about the translucent setting powder with the products in March. So Biscotti, Rose Gold, Dusty Rose, and Emerald Noir. If you've got the samples, you want to get them to your customers, you can. If you want my office to get the samples, we can send them out too. But put this on your calendar, March 11th, and this is earlier. This is 7:30 Eastern. So it's after our regular success night here. Which is 6:30 to 7:30 Eastern. So you could just stay on or take a short break. I like to end early, so you can take a short break and then come back on. But this is for our unit only. And we do something different once a month. It's gonna be something different again in April. I think we're gonna do more with brows, the brow kits, more with mascaras. I haven't decided yet, but just want you to get this on your calendar. Okay, so let's see if I can find. Oh, before that, I want to just go through boards real quick. This is our website. This is our unit website, and it's in the umbrella called boards. That's the bigger website, and in that is our unit website called MK Sherry. All right, so when you go in there, that's where, well, I guess I can't do that. Let's see what this does. Okay, so this is in the boards. Maybe I can get back to mine because I know some people are confused by this. So when you go to MK Sherry, then these are the different topics. These are like folders. So our website is like a big filing cabinet. And in the filing cabinet are these are the drawers, okay? These are the drawers in the filing cabinet. These are the categories. So if you go to events, this will go like the Masterpiece Zoom that you'll, oh, that's not what I want. Okay, this is, I think, our Zoom link. This is also showing the different videos that we've done. And then the beauty Zooms are here. And you can find, here's the Lucky You. Yeah. So that's something you can send. This is something you can send to your customers. You can copy and paste it. And this is the Google form by have them scan this. It will take them to you can call it a Google form, you call it a registration. So we know who to send the samples to. I want name, address, phone number, email. So we know who you had coming. So I can send them something perhaps, or reach out and say, did you have fun? What did you learn? I don't know. So I can have opportunity for follow-up with you and just kind of know who's who. Okay, so that's under events too. So under Beauty Zooms, which is under the events. So this is the hydrofacials. So here we go. I've got our March schedule. And this is the graphic that I send in a text to a lot of people when I'm talking about it. This is what we're doing. Repair, facial peel, charcoal mask. So this is Korean inspired glass skin hydrofacial. It's not Korean products, it's Mary Kay products giving the Korean inspired glass skin, which is just really smooth skin after using these products. It's kind of a trendy thing. You can say that or not, but I like to send pictures with my text whenever possible. There's also this. You can send this if you want. And here are, so the registration, they click this, This link takes them to the form where they put in their email, name, address, phone number. What do you currently use to wash your face? What are your concerns about your skin? And then they pick then there's a little choices above this picture or below it where they can choose the box of which date do they want to attend. We get that in my office and send out the pamper packet. The pamper packet. Where the heck is it? Oh, got it. It's here somewhere. Okay. It's here. This is what they get. They get a pamper packet and it has the repair in it. All the repair products. We go through it. It has the charcoal mask. I'm putting them in now little plastics bags so that it doesn't get smushed. It's supposed to be non-machinable. Some post offices do, some don't. The facial peel, and also my office assistant is amazing. She also puts in a little paper about the charcoal mask. Somewhere is the one about the facial peel. Who knows what I did with it? And this about the repair. So they're getting that information. They don't have to have it memorized, but they're trying that on screen with us. And then I send a picture to you to send to the guests with the special deals. And the special deals, do I have that in this picture? Oh, I don't know why. Which is the bundles with a repair and 3 type of bundles with a miracle set. And then half price spa products that they can choose depending on what bundle. So not a lot is going out of your pocket if they get the platinum bundle, which is $215. They will get a free roll-up bag. If they get the ultimate miracle set, which is the miracle set plus eye cream and microdermabrasion, then they get a free roll-up bag. That's all that's coming out of your pocket. Everything else would be half price. So it definitely is worth being a part of because we are sending out the samples. If you want to, you can, of course, but you don't have to. So that's where you'll find the hydrofacial link to register. And then there's a link for you to click on to talk to those guests, a phone call, asking them questions. Did they have fun? How does their face feel? And going over the different sets. And also, do they want to have their own party or be a brand ambassador or be a consultant or just be a happy customer?
Sherry, can I interject for a second?
Yes.
What I've found with some of the people are that I've asked people before in the past for pamper sessions and they're like, oh, I'm too busy. I can't do that. And I'm not saying you'll get everybody to do it, but people are more willing to do this because they're in their house. They don't have to leave. I'm not saying they still can't have an excuse, but I found the people who they've like, no. And then I've asked them this and they're like, yeah, sure, I'll try that. Because they don't have to go anywhere. Or they have little kids, so it's hard for timing and who's to watch them. And so they're more willing to try this.
Yeah.
And they like that being able to try the products.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. And so what I've done differently for March, I've changed up the times and you'll find it's not the same days every week. That's because people can't always, there's some people can never do Wednesday. So I'm not going to say every Wednesday is a hydrofacial that's going to kick her right out and all together. And so you can see that I do 2 Saturdays a month and then the other days are random. And now I'm doing, sometimes it will be 8 p.m., sometimes it will be 7 p.m. And then the Saturday ones are 12 noon because then it's 11 Central for me. So I am trying to accommodate a lot of different opportunities. So they are there. And I really would love to have you either jump on to watch or start getting the word out because you do get sales from these. And then it can lead to future parties. I know some of you, your sweet spot is in person, which is great. But some of you will find you, like Suzanne said, maybe getting no's because people don't want to do in person. Maybe this would be an option for them. So who knows? So this is what I call, the boards is what I call our unit website. And these are all the different categories for training. So get in there, and you can go down a rabbit hole. I don't want you to do that, but maybe just look at one, like I said, filing cabinet drawer at a time and see what's there, see if it's of interest to you, and then get out. And I don't want you to all just be training. I want you to get some training, put it to action. Get some training, put it into action. All righty? So now let's see if I can get to our video for, I have no idea where that is, what that's all about. Let me get back to this. And this is Bridget Moore, another national sales director. Oh my gosh, I gotta get out of this one. This one's mine. All right, here we go. Boss Babe. Okay.
Everybody. Hi. Oh, wow. I am so excited to be with you. My name is Bridget Shaw, National Sales Director. And when I got the call from Karen to be one of the speakers for Boss Babes 2025 and Blazing the Trail edition, of course I said yes, because this program has just been so valuable for so many people. And so, yes, again, Karen, thank you for putting out and producing this amazing program. So you guys, let me tell you, when I started my Mary Kay business, I was in my 20s. My husband and I were both finishing up degrees. I was finishing my accounting degree. He was in seminary. We were both working full-time jobs. We had a 1-year-old. And so we had to figure out how to make a lot of things work. I met National Sales Director Emeritus Kathy Halou while I was on vacation. And I was in the midst of trying to figure out life. You know, I wanted more. I wanted more money. I wanted flexibility and friends, all the things that Mary Kay had to offer. I just didn't know anything about Mary Kay. And so when she approached me, it was almost like a fast no, but I'm so grateful that my husband was there and nudged me and said, you should try this business because it has become very much a family business. And so I will tell you that when I came home to start my business, I found that there was a little hiccup for me. And this was my blazing of the trail, you guys. My hiccup was that I worked from 3 until 11 because I went to school in the morning. And my husband worked midnight because he went to school in the morning so that someone would be there with Kayla after, I guess it was aftercare, daycare, something, I don't know. But anyway, and so our schedules were not traditional. And at that time, everything that was done for training and for recognition, all the things that were in place to build a business, those things happened while I was at work. And so we had to create a way for me to stay connected. And it really came down to sheer will and desire. I'm so grateful that my recruiter was able to paint a vision of what Mary Kay would do for my family. I'm so grateful that my adoptive sales director, Agnes Stewart at the time, taught me how to create an anchor and hold on. And what I mean by that is, I created a desire and a goal board of what it was I wanted from my Mary Kay business. And I so wanted to be able to work full time and to bring home an executive income. And so the visualization of that anchor was that whenever things didn't feel like they were going the way I wanted them to go, I was anchored. And then the vision part of what Mary Kay had to offer, my recruiter, her lifestyle, her beliefs were aligned with mine. God first, family second, career third, just like Mary Kay, the business, opportunity, the model. And so all of those things created a very strong desire for me. So what I'm saying is, as you're blazing the trail for your business, you've got to figure out what it is that you really, really, really want. And that way you become unshakable, right? Because when you're building a business, you're going to have unexpected things that will come up. And that is when you need an anchor. And so for me, in blazing this trail of figuring out how to work my business and stay connected, even though I was unable to go to events, I had to find different ways. And so I had to find a way to stay plugged into my leader. So you can imagine there were a lot of phone calls, there were a lot of emails going out. And whenever I held an appointment, I would call her after the appointment, tell her the things that I loved, tell her the things that I wanted to change. We do a little quick tweak and I'd go back out in the field again and work. And so really, I had to figure out how to stay connected, even though I wasn't going to the success meeting. I listened to a lot of CDs and tapes. Oh my gosh, I'm aging myself, but you guys know what I mean. I listened to a lot of training segments from people who were where I wanted to be. Anytime the company offers an opportunity for you to be in front of people who are really blazing the trail with their businesses, that is what I mean when I say plug in to your leader and those who are where you want to be. Next, I had to create a tight schedule because I was in school, so I had to study. I had time with my child. I was working full time. And so a tight schedule for me was if I was going to go to a success meeting, I had that time blocked out. And, if I was going to hold a class or a party, I had that time blocked out. And when there was Bible study, I had that time blocked out, right? So my schedule was tight. When I said I was going to do something, I was doing it. If I had a party that canceled, I would then do customer care calls or a sell-a-thon. I used to call it a sell-a-thon. So in that hour time that I would have been doing a party, I would instead do a sell-a-thon and do customer care calls or selling games with my customers. But if it was a time for me to work, I was going to work. If it was a time for me to play, I was going to play with no regrets because my schedule was always so tight. I always stayed organized. That's my next point. Stay organized. Let me tell you, one of my girlfriends would always say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? And so I always had my trays. This sounds really small, but it was such a big deal for someone who had such a busy schedule. But I always had my trays ready to go. I always had my starter kit cleaned and ready to go. When I came home from one party, I took the time to set it up for the next party. And so when it was time to go, I didn't have to get it ready. I could just pick it up and leave. I kept my products organized. Now listen, I'm not telling you that you need to spend hours organizing product because as quick as I was organizing it, it was leaving my shelf as well. But I kept things organized. I kept things in place. If someone wanted to stop by, there was a visual that they could see all the products that I have. And it was a lot of times that I would upsell. So it was just a matter of me staying organized and ready at all times. And then I was very disciplined. I kind of touched on that already. Sometimes I worked 2 hours a week, and then I was eventually able to move it up to 4 hours a week. And eventually I got up to probably as much as 15 hours a week, working my business very, very part-time. And so when I say you have to be disciplined with your time, that's what I mean, you guys. Blazing the trail in a business when you've never seen another person in your family be an entrepreneur, when you're not really able to be in the same city as your recruiter. Discipline with your time is crucial because we can get inside of our heads and we can start to be resentful of the time that we're spending building our businesses. Or when we're having playtime or free time with our family, we're worried about what we should be doing in our businesses. And that's not how it works. And so the discipline for me was really strict. I say strict, but not, it was in a weekly plan sheet. It was always listed. My family knew what I was going to be doing, when I was going to be doing it. And that way, we could organize our life around, my schedule of school, work, building a Mary Kay business. It was all in one place so that we could organize and be disciplined with it. And it passed on to my children. They were able to create that same kind of discipline and tight schedule for their lives in school and sports and things like that. And then that just trickles right on down to what I was going to share next. Include your family in everything. Everything. My kids were able to help me put labels on the back of my products. They were able to help me bag the products. They knew that, we were working towards a fabulous trip for the family, or we were working on a new electronic device for the family. So they always felt like they were connected. But in that process of helping the family to build our Mary Kay business, they got a lot of skill sets that they're able to use today. So when I think about blazing a trail for you as a beauty consultant, it is really going to be whatever you have to do that is different, that looks different from the way it's being laid out. Right now, it might be the fun of being able to work your business and do it in person, and at the same time have someone else that's watching and they're virtual. I love working that way. You know, I used to take a facial with me to a party. Now I can do a party in someone's home and then set it up where I have someone else that is watching virtually and building. Just being able to create different ways. And as you do that in selling the product, people who are watching you are also going to start to think, wow, this is going to be something that I can create and put into my life, and I can work this differently for me. So not only are you going to be selling product and building customers, but by blazing this trail of doing things differently, the way that it fits your family, you're also going to be able to teach another woman how to build a business for her family. Okay? So I'm just telling you, be a boss babe, be a bad chick, blaze a trail, and do it the way you need to do it to have an incredible Mary Kay journey.
There you go. So, what do you think? Takeaways? Anything that stood out to you?
Busy, busy, busy.
Yes. Yes. School, like
Yeah.
worked 3 to 11, going to school in the morning, had a family. Paulette.
What was the thing that she said? I forget what she called it. A word that she does sales, like it's a quick sales thing. I couldn't catch it and write it down quick enough.
I'll have to go
She's
back.
on YouTube. I'll just find her.
Okay. Yeah, and then it'll be in it's in our website. Okay, it's in our board's website too, under events.
Okay.
All the
All right.
videos will be there. Shoot, I didn't write that down.
Yeah, it was something about like
like,
she'd do cold calls and kind of make a game out of it. Call
Would
people.
have been a pop-up party.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'll listen to it again.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. A takeaway anybody else had that was like, wow, or just like, oh, there's just a little thing I didn't think about.
Just stay organized and be disciplined.
Yes, and with your starter kit, I remember doing that. You know, you come home from a party, and so this is the days of in person and starter kit and mirrors and all that stuff. And yes, you may be tired, but you're still on like a high you're around people, and you're not going to go to sleep right away. I'd be surprised. Anyway, that's the time. Clean your mirrors, get them organized, get that tray back in there. Get your starter kit all reset and organized, your sales tickets, your lookbooks, whatever you've got, pens, everything. So samples, so you are ready to go to your next party. So you're not going to put off booking another party if you need to book another party, because you're like, oh, I gotta clean that. Like, oh, it's not a big deal, first of all, but sometimes we play little mind games and think we put things off. So if you know you're all ready to go, it's easy, because sometimes you will find somebody will call you. Here I am. Somebody will call you and say, you know, can I stop by, or can you come over and show me this? Or like, if your starter kit is a mess, you're like, well, I don't know if I could do that today. But if you are ready to go and it's all there, you can just pick it up and go. Your on the go bag, whatever you have. And those can be some great appointments, things maybe that are not scheduled that can turn into something great. Anything else anybody wants to share that you're like, oh. So you can go back and watch them. All of them, if you missed any, are in our boards under events, and check it out. So there's also all the paperwork. So I want you to thank you, Suzanne, for turning yours in. I want everybody to make sure you print it. And right there, you're going to have 20 points. Attend your weekly success meeting, accountability call with me, and new names and numbers that you have. Party booked, parties held, faces pampered. What is your faces goal? Did you have one for February? If you didn't, start thinking about what is your March goal. Because if you are just thinking, oh, whatever happens, happens, not a lot happens. It's you have to specifically say, I want to have this number of appointments or put Mary Kay in this number of faces and go from there. So before we end, Star Consultant, our quarter ends March 15th. March 15th. Today is March 25th, so a couple more weeks we still have. You will see in our masterpiece group, every day there is an idea to get you to star, if you're not already a star. But look who's star, Mickey Micah. She is already she's a Sapphire star. Mickey, you're $75 away from Ruby. Oh my goodness. Suzanne Jones, she's a Sapphire star, only $81.50 away from Ruby. And Elaine Skibitsky is already a star too. So besides myself, and other people are coming up, but those are the ones who are stars as of now. So what can you do between now and March 15th? Where are you? Check on In Touch to see where you are and what do you need. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll show you where to look, show you what you need. But I do want everybody to get in the habit of finding that information for yourself. But I can help you find it for the first time if you don't know where to look. So that's where we're ending. We have one more Boss Babe Trailblazer video next week. National Sales Director Jamie Taylor, who is the youngest National Sales Director. She became a national, I think, in just like 3 years or something from when she started. She's 29 years old, just a force to be reckoned with and just the cutest thing. Also, so that's that. So don't forget, if you want to be a part of the hydrofacial that's happening tonight, you can jump on at 8 o'clock. If you want to be part of the one Thursday, you can jump on that one also. If you can get samples to guests between now and Thursday, if you want guests to come on, you can do that. And we have our March schedule up. So thank you for being here, Masterpieces. Bye for now.
Good night, ladies.
Bye. Good night.